Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into EcoFlow's Delta 2 Max, which is one of their newest units. So EcoFlow has a huge sale going on right now for the month of Black Friday. But if you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I picked up the River 2 Pro a couple months ago with a 160 watt solar panel. I purchased it on Amazon, but I will also have the EcoFlow website linked down in the description for you guys. But right now for EcoFlow's Black Friday event, you can get this same unit with the 160 watt solar panel for cheaper than what I paid for it, or you can get it with the 220 watt solar panel for roughly the same price as what I paid for this unit with the 160 watt solar panel. So definitely some good deals going on for the River series, and even bigger deals going on for the Delta series. The River series is going to be more geared towards mobility and versatility for like camping and things like that. I run my diesel heater, my powered cooler, charging phones, tablets, all of that good stuff. Very easily does that. The Delta series, if you're going to be running larger items or a lot of items, or you want to run a couple of larger items and use this station as a backup at home, the Delta series is going to be more geared for your needs. I will have a video coming out soon after this comparing my River 2 Pro to the Delta 2 Max and kind of going through the scenarios on which each one is good for. But today we're going to be going over the specs, features, and pricing of the Delta 2 Max. Another item EcoFlow is getting ready to release is the Delta Max Ultra. It is a dedicated home backup system that is very versatile, adaptable for basically anybody's situation. If you don't want to run a gas generator backup, this is definitely a good option. Right now they have a $1,500 coupon that you can purchase for $300, so you can use that when it's released. If you don't decide to pick it up, that $300 is refundable, I believe. You'll have to check out the EcoFlow website if you guys are interested in that. More information will be on the EcoFlow website about that. I originally decided to go with EcoFlow when I was looking at power stations because they have the most reviews and the most positive reviews out there of all the different brands power stations that I was looking at. I wanted something name brand, something that I could trust, and something that was going to last a long time, because power stations are not cheap. But right now, during the month of Black Friday, if you're interested in a power station and you're looking at EcoFlow, right now is the time to buy. I will also have a discount code down in the description for you guys if you guys want to. It doesn't work on flash sales, but anything else it is available for, and it is good through the end of November. So go ahead and check that out. You can find deals on both Amazon and EcoFlow, depending on where you want to make your purchase. But let's go ahead and get into this. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the unit that I may forget to mention, please feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it. And if you guys enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into this. All right, so here we are looking at one of the newest products from EcoFlow. Like I stated, their actual newest product is going to be releasing here soon, that being the actual home backup. This is basically the newest unit for the Delta lineup. Here is basically just everything included. You're going to get a couple of manuals, like a what's in the box manual and just a user manual on how to actually use the unit, its features and all of that. Another thing to keep in mind is on the top of the unit, which you guys will see in one of the clips, is actually a spec sheet. It's going to tell you a lot of the information as far as ratings on each type of port and all of that. So a lot of good information on here. And then as far as build quality, I'm extremely pleased with it. Both this and my River 2 Pro are built very, very well. The other things included are going to be your AC power cord, your DC power cord or car charger, and then your DC 5521 to DC 5525 cord. This isn't really something I'll be using, but it is nice that it's included for those of you that may get some use out of this. The other thing that's nice is the two cords that I would be using. I don't know if I'll charge this via DC, but it's nice that this and this cord actually have Velcro on them, so anytime they're not in use, you can wrap them up nicely. Other than that, this is kind of just one of the sides. You can see some exhaust ports here. Other than that, it just says EcoFlow Max. Here you can see each one of these is a handle. With the River series, you're looking at like, I don't know, maybe 30 pounds, where the Delta units are going to be quite a bit heavier, but still mobile. It is nice that there's two handles, because if
this unit did have one handle like on the side like the River series, it would be extremely awkward to carry. This does come in just over 50 pounds, I want to say 51 pounds, so while it's not light, it's still light enough to be mobile with it. You can still easily throw it in any vehicle and be on the go, or move it around your house depending on what you plan on using this for, whether it be a backup or just, you know, running certain items. Looking at the other side, you're going to see two more exhaust ports over here. These are just going to be fans in here that help cool it. The other thing that's on this side of the unit are going to be these ports here, and these are going to be your expansion ports basically. This is the extra battery port number 1 and port number 2, so you can connect extra battery packs to get up to 6,000 kilowatt hours, or 6 kilowatt hours, or 6,000 watt hours. So quite a bit if that's something that you're in need of. It is nice that that is available. So that's it as far as the two sides. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the front. So down here, this little bronze button, you press and hold, the unit turns on. And here you can see it says 99 hours, 100% battery. It does come with a 30% battery charge. And that's just what they have to send it at, so you'll have to charge it. It does charge very quickly. So here you have two USB-A ports rated at 12 watts, two USB-A ports rated at 18 watts, and then two USB-C ports rated at 100 watts. That's going to be great for, you know, charging laptops, tablets, your larger kind of handheld mobile items. That's going to be good for charging quickly, or if they have a larger battery that needs charged. The USB-Cs are a great addition, and I do like that there are two of them. Also, each section is broken into its own powered section. So like if you plug something into here, in order to actually tell the unit that you want to use these ports, there is a button here, and that goes for the same on the other side where the AC ports and DC port is. So you just simply click that, and whatever you plug into here, let's say I was going to charge my camera batteries at the 18 watt port, it's pulling 6 watts. It hasn't affected the battery. When you plug in larger items, you are going to see these hours drop to, you know, depending on the wattage that it's pulling, then it'll adjust the hours. It'll tell you how long it can run that item for, and then you'll be able to see the battery life indicator. The thing that I love about EcoFlow is how easy it is to actually understand this screen. Some of them make it way too complicated and just unnecessary. This keeps it very simple, yet still provides you a lot of good information. So you have your hours that it's going to run for. Like if I plug my fridge in, it may say, you know, 10 hours or 16 hours, but that's if that fridge had to run constantly for 16 hours. But in reality, it would run my powered cooler for approximately 7 days. So here in the center section, that's obviously your battery life. And then out here, you have the wattage that's coming into the unit. So if you had a solar panel or the AC charger connected, it would show you the wattage that's coming into the unit, and then the wattage going out. Like right now we have the 6 watts going out to charge these batteries. If you just simply press the button, that's going to put it in sleep mode. You can still see this little LED down here kind of slowly strobing. You can leave it like this and it will conserve power as long as you don't leave any of these on. Turning these on will drain the battery even though nothing's plugged in. So you want to make sure those are off. And then to actually shut the unit off, you have to press and hold. And now the unit is actually off. Now, if you're not going to be using this on a regular basis, I still suggest, you know, once a month or so, get it out, top the battery off, just to make sure that you have full battery life when you need it. Then here we have the back side of the unit. Starting at the bottom, you have your DC 5521 ports. Here you have your DC port, which is rated at 10 amps. I do wish it was a 15 amp, that would be nice. And then once again, you have your button over here that would directly power this DC section down here. The DC 5521 ports are rated at 38 watts and 3 amps. And then for the AC section up here, you can see it has its own powered section as well. Here you have your 6 AC outlets rated at 20 amps. And so I do definitely enjoy that there are plenty of output options on this unit. Then here you actually have a plastic cover. You flip up, and inside you will have your 2 ports here, PV1 and PV2, 15 amp max, and these are going to be dual solar chargers. This is also where you would plug in your DC charger, because this unit can actually dual charge. You can run the AC and you can run solar panels at the same time and charge this unit extremely quickly. So it has a 2048 watt hour capacity and then a 2400 watt sine wave inverter, or a pure sine wave inverter, so that's nice for those more, delicate electronics. It has surge protection up to 4800 watts, and then it has the capability of something called X Boost, even though the inverter portion is rated at 1000 watts or 2000 watts. The X Boost allows it to basically produce or run at a higher wattage. So this one, even though it is a 2400 watt pure sine wave inverter, it can run up to 3400 watts with the X Boost. And so that's going to be for starting and running those larger wattage items. This unit it has 2 ports, like I showed you on the back, that are for solar panels, 500 watts each for 1000 watts of solar charging. That will charge from 0 to 100% in under 2.5 hours with solar. Obviously, that depending on the light that's coming in and you getting that full 1000 watts. That's extremely quick for this size battery capacity and charging via solar panels. Like I said, you can also dual charge with this device, and that's going to allow you to run AC power into it as well as solar, and you can charge it from 0 to 100 in 1 hour. So that's extremely fast. My River 2 Pro charges in 1 hour and 4 minutes, and that is less than half the size of this unit. So the fact that this unit can charge that fast is amazing. When you charge it just with the AC adapter, you're looking at about 1.5 hours to charge it. So for this size of device, 1.5 hours, that is extremely fast. I believe it's one of the fastest ones on the market. Not many others even come close to it. You can also adjust fast and slow charging. There is a switch on the back right over here by the reset. Here's the reset. There's a switch that's going to allow you to switch from fast and slow charging. But when you use the EcoFlow app, which is actually probably one of the best power station apps out there, you can actually adjust the fast and slow charging more precisely. You can adjust it between 400 watts and 1800 watts. So if there's a certain time of the day that maybe your electricity is going to cost you more money, or maybe it's cheaper, you want to charge it during those hours, or let's say you're charging it off of a generator and the generator isn't rated at 1800 watts that this can charge at, or maybe it's rated at 1800 watts, but you don't want to run that generator at its full capacity, you can turn this down to allow you to still kind of keep that generator under its maximum load. So that is a really nice feature as well. This also allows pass-through charging. So I can plug it in. It's going to be charging at, let's say, 1800 watts. If I were to plug in an appliance that's going to use 500 watts, it is still going to allow 1300 watts to charge the unit, and then 500 to pass through to whatever device that you want to power. This does have the new LiFePO 4 battery, so it's kind of becoming the most popular thing, especially for power stations, but not all of them have switched to it. So if you are looking at a power station, that's another reason I chose EcoFlow, is because of the battery. The LiFePO is just a much better battery. It has better life longevity over the older models and the other brands that I've looked at. They have a 10-year battery life, basically, because you get 3,000 life cycles on these LiFePO batteries before it drops down to 80% capacity. So you can definitely get a long time of use out of these EcoFlow products. So discounts can be found at the EcoFlow website as well as on Amazon. They both have fantastic deals, especially this month. If you guys have looked at EcoFlow and you've already kind of decided, maybe it's between this and another brand,
this is definitely the month to make the decision because EcoFlow has its largest sales going on right now. Just this unit alone has deals of $300 to $400 off just this unit throughout the month. Almost all of their other units, depending on whether if you purchase this with one of their solar panels, the deals get even bigger, like $700 off or $1,000 off if you get this with like a 400 watt solar panel. And then almost all of their other products are going to have massive sales going on. So definitely check it out. You can get the River 2 Pro that I have for even cheaper than what I purchased it for, which is a fantastic unit as well. This unit also does have an emergency switch. So let's say you have your laptop plugged into this or your desktop plugged into this during a storm. The storm knocks your power out. This is fast enough to keep the desktop running. Now let's talk about pros and cons of these over, let's say, a gas generator. A gas generator, for one, it's going to be, the con of this, these are going to be a little bit more expensive than a similar sized wattage output generator to power station. For that generator, you're going to have to constantly buy gas or diesel, which if you live in today, you know gas or diesel is not cheap. The other great thing about this unit, so I believe that's a big deal. I'd never have to buy fuel for this. I can just simply plug it into my truck or plug it in here at home, get it going, or I can use solar, free energy. So more true free energy than, electricity coming from the house that still uses fuel on the lawn. We're not going to get into that. But the other great thing about power stations is there's almost no noise whatsoever like a generator. There's no fumes like a generator. So if I wanted, I can put this in the tent with me and run my heater and not have to worry about dying. Not that you would put your generator in. So no fumes, almost no noise, no smell of the exhaust. They're usually more compact than your gas generator, and there's no maintenance on this. You don't have to worry about all the maintenance that you do on a gas generator. So I've used this power station with many appliances and tools. So whether you're running your fridge or let's say you're heating or you're running heating devices such as blow dryers, portable heaters, hot plates, it will run almost anything you could need it to. But keep in mind that elements or heating elements, like I just mentioned, they use a lot of power. It runs at a higher wattage. So when you're using a heating element, no matter what size power station, keep in mind that heating elements probably have one of the biggest tolls on batteries than almost anything else. I've also ran my portable cooler, which should run on this unit, like I said earlier, for roughly 7 days, since my River 2 Pro at 760 or 768 watt hours could run it for 70 hours. So this, having more than double the watt hours, should be able to run it for roughly a week or more, if that's the only thing I'm running. I can also run my diesel heater while camping, and it will run out. The diesel heater will run out of fuel before this thing runs out of power. Or if you're doing some off-grid work or work at a site without power, you can use this to power your tools. I used my chop saw, pretending like I know what I was doing to build some patio furniture. I also used it to power my angle grinder while I was trying to clean up some beautiful welds and kind of get rid of some of the sharp edges. I also powered my 2-gallon air compressor, so you could use this at a location like, let's say, off-grid. Again, maybe you're working at a construction site that doesn't have power. You can use this to run your portable air compressor, use it for your nailers or whatnot, any of your air tools. Also, if you're using this to work off-grid, keep in mind, once again, you can use these expansion ports and run up to 6,000 watt hours with those expandable battery packs. So you could work for quite a while. So that is my first review on the Delta 2 Max. One thing I do want to quickly mention, just in case I didn't show it in some of the other clips, on the bottom, this entire portion is a rubber. Same thing on the bottom side, on the back, and then on the top here, around the rim, this is all a rubber portion as well. The bottom
It's going to help the unit from moving around. It's not going to go anywhere. And the top is, you know, let's say you throw your phone or something up there, you don't have to worry about it sliding off the other side. That rubber grip is kind of help it from going over. Once again, if you guys would like to see anything else ran on this device, or you would like my opinions on anything else of this unit, please just drop a comment down below. I'll do my absolute best to answer it for you guys. If I can't, I'll try and figure it out for you. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you're interested in EcoFlow, make sure you buy it before the end of November, because these are going to be the best deals that you see for quite a while. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.